first of all, for DST members, you guys are the only ones who can currently go over here and activate your accounts. Okay, you will be the only ones who will be able to do this starting on Monday. Okay, the leaders that we have in DS Domination that we've spoken with, they'll get access starting tonight, and then everybody else in DS Domination will have access starting Monday. You'll be able to go over here and you'll be able to activate your accounts depending on whichever level you want to be on. Okay, now when you activate your account, immediately you get to solidify your position in the matrix, and you see over here it shows you when the next matrix compression is going to happen. It's not going to be the 27th of January, it's going to be on the 1st of February, midnight. Okay, so you'll get this position in here, and then the compensation plan for options domination is going to start kicking in. Okay, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how that goes. Okay, so everybody in the company gets placed in a 3x7 matrix. Okay, well actually a 3-width matrix, and everybody gets paid on the people below them in their 3x7 matrix. Okay, so let's say that you're one of the people who joined DS Domination way back in the beginning, okay, back in August of 2013. You created your account in here, and we import you in here, and you're going to be one of the top people, you know, you're the higher up people in the company, and let's say this is you. Okay, so this is you. Okay, and now as more people come in the company, you know, as we import more people in here, and like I said, we start out with nearly 100,000 accounts that we're going to import. Okay, all of this starts getting filled up. Right? Now, even if you've just been with DS Domination for a long time and you've never recruited anybody, that's totally fine. Anybody who is in your matrix, which is right here for A, you get paid on. Okay, and you get paid $1 per month per person. Okay, so in this case, A would make $3 here, right? But here's the problem, and I'm sure everybody can see this immediately. In this particular setup that I'm showing you, which is like a zoomed in version of the whole matrix as a company, you have 13 people here, right? And 9 of the 13 people are going to mathematically be forced to make $0, right? Because there's nobody below them. And that's what happens in all matrices and in all companies, that people at the bottom who are far more than the few people at top cannot make money. And it's just a mathematical reality of it. You can't get past it. So the way that we fix this in options domination is while M1, which is our first matrix, is running, we also flip this entire thing into a second matrix that exists at the same time. This is not like at the end of the month we're going to create a second matrix. At the same time, there's an M2 where it's going to be in the exact opposite order. Okay, you're going to have D, E, and F starting out on top, and then A, B, C bottom below them, and so on and so forth. So this M2 is going to have F up here, and it's going to have E here, D here, C here, and then A and B here. Okay, so now in this case, you see suddenly that F is making money, E is making money, D and C are still not making any money, but A and possibly B already made some money up here. Now, again, the mathematical reality that I told you about before, there are far more people at bottom than top. One flip is not enough. So then we create a third matrix that also exists at the same time, and in this case, F gets paid $1 per person. So he gets paid $5 here. And then M3 exists to find people who have not made anything from matrix 1 and matrix 2 yet, which in our case we find is D, he has not made anything at all, and C, who has not made anything at all. So we take D and C, and the next matrix begins with D on top, C over here, E and F, and so on. Now, if you don't understand all of this because you have no background in MLMs and matrices and stuff like that, that is totally fine. Okay, I don't even want you to really pay that much attention to it then. All you need to know about is that you're going to wake up one day to a fun little bonus, and you're going to log into your options domination account, and it's going to actually show you some pending balance over here, or it's going to show you some estimated income over there without you knowing why you have that. Okay, and you just have that because we have created this very unique system that runs simultaneously and allows everybody in the company, all the customers in the company, not affiliates, all the customers in the company to actually benefit from it. Okay. Now, obviously, if you're an affiliate, there's a pretty cool side to this as well. If you're an affiliate, then you get paid like you did in DST. You refer a person and you get paid on 5 levels deep, but you also get paid matching bonuses on your customers. Okay, so if I referred Roger into this system and Roger generated a few $1,000s from his matrix, then I would end up actually receiving a pretty substantial bonus because a customer of mine just made good money, which I think is really neat that you're tying the success of the affiliate with the success of their customers. Okay. Now, right here, when you look at it first, you're like, oh, but that's just 6 people. What does that mean? Keep in mind what I said. We have 100,000 people that we are beginning with, okay, and a whole lot more that are going to be coming in here just from what we know of this industry as a whole. When we go live with this whole thing, there are going to be a ton of customers, lots of customers who are going to have full matrices. Okay, this M1 is going to be full for them. And likewise, a lot of people who will be at the bottom of M1 will have full M2s, and a lot of people will have full M3s. And like I said, these people are going to generate anywhere from $3,000 to $12,600 from having that full matrix, okay, from not having recruited anybody. So if you're an affiliate and you referred one of these customers, let's say you referred A and he has a full matrix and makes $7,000 or $10,000 or whatever, you actually get a 25% matching bonus. So you refer somebody, a customer in here, who ends up making $10,000 in a month from the matrix, you make $2,500 on that, okay? And if they referred somebody else and they did anything, you get 10% on that, and then you get 5% on that, and then 3% and 2%, okay? So that's the matching bonus. All right, so this is just for the affiliates. This is just for the people who want to refer other people and for people who are in DS domination right now who have already referred members. So here is what naturally should happen. There's going to be people right now in DSD, which we know are substantial, who have already been doing these things and already have been making money, okay? They are going to naturally want to at least see what this whole thing is about, and they're going to try out these 3 things, okay? They have no interest in recruitment whatsoever, but they will also be making bonus money from the matrix side. Now, you are an affiliate who referred these people into DS domination way back, and just because you did that way back, when we import them into options domination, they are still credited to you. You are still the affiliate who referred them way back, okay? So now suddenly all these people, you start making money for having referred them, even though you didn't actually refer them to options, simply by existing, okay? Which I think is a really nice way of a company to say, hey, thanks for working hard, and thanks for being loyal, and thanks for actually promoting something that focused on a true business sense instead of just an affiliate system, okay? Instead of just like a recruitment scheme or something. So we will end up with a lot of members in here who will take advantage of this risk-free system, allows them to get into trading, allows them to generate some profits. And guess what? If you get in here and you take the risk-free trades and you're like, this thing is not for me, I don't like it, or I can't figure out what's going on here, you can take the money back out and you're done. You have absolutely no risk. That's exactly what risk-free means, okay? And that's what this whole naming sense is here as well. Inheritance refers to when you begin and you're really counting more on what you're going to receive from us. Okay, you're going to receive these new accounts from DSD. You're going to get these risk-free trades. You're going to get this cash back from us and all that stuff. You get the signals from us. Enterprise refers to when you're actually building your business. You will actually get the indicators yourself. You will get training yourself. If you want to do it yourself, you can. You'll get to work directly with some traders. You have trading sessions that you're on directly with traders where you see exactly what they're doing, why they're doing, kind of like the webinars that you get on with Roger or for pro and elite webinars to see why he's doing what he's doing and what's his logic behind trying to do something. And sometimes it's not logic. Sometimes it's his gut feeling, and then his gut tells him to eat more donuts, and that's what he does. But the point being, here you set up your own business, and that's enterprise. And then finally, legacy is what you leave behind for your family and kids. You set up something for them that will, be a safety net for them, and that's what you do in legacy. You're going to set up these wealth protection accounts and have assets, basically in many cases overseas accounts. And again, this is not like, oh, I read a book once about how you can do this, and Peter Schiff recommended it once, or this Goldman Sachs investor. That's not what this is. We actually have upwards of 7 figures that we have invested into these things to test them out, okay? And Jason, who is the owner of the company, Jason Rose, who is the owner of DSD as well, just likes to keep in the shadows, but he's the guy that you typically call when you have billing issues and so on. The reason we're able to set up all these safety nets and things like that is because, as you can imagine, all of these brokers are going, oh, work with us, because they know they're going to get tens of thousands of traders working with them, right? That's how brokers make money. And Jason basically says, well, okay, I will, but instead of paying us commissions for that, we want you to give our members these risk-free trades and things like that. Okay, so that is kind of the heart and the kind of thinking that goes into companies like this. And since Jason is the owner of the company, he also was okay with saying, you know what, let's have a compensation system where there is no breakage at all. There is no breakage actually possible in the system. Every week there is a compression that happens. So anybody who is a free member or their billing has failed and stuff like that, they will get compressed out. So all the matrix positions are always filled with paid members, which makes sure that there is no breakage. The company doesn't put money in their pocket while claiming to pay out something. And the matching bonuses are guaranteed matching bonuses because every customer in the company actually makes something. So there are a lot of other companies that love talking about matching bonuses. They're like, look, you refer somebody to us and they make 100 grand, we give you 10% of that. That's our matching bonus. Well, but hold on a second. They know that 99% of people are never going to make anything anyway, right? So why even offer a matching bonus? In this case, the matching bonus means something because every customer you refer, whether they ever recruit anybody or not, they are still going to make some money, okay? And we actually have a system in place, which is the roll-up commission thing, which makes sure that it happens, okay? And that's the fun part that I'm going to explain now. So you remember how I said, I hope somebody has noticed the contradiction so far that I've said. I've said two things. People can make this much money from their matrix, and I've also said that customers are capped to $900 a month from their matrix, right? So how do you resolve this contradiction? Here's what happens. The reason why we've put the cap of $900 on customers is two simple things. Legally, if you say to somebody, oh, you just pay me some money and our system will make sure that you can make a lot of money, okay, or you have the shot at making a lot of money, you get into problem with, one, the lottery commission, because the government needs the monopoly on lotteries, and you also get in trouble with the SEC for selling unlicensed securities, okay? So we have to put this restriction on to make sure that people don't get the idea that we are saying, join our company for the money you can make from the matrix, okay? You're actually joining the company for the option side of things and the trading signals and the risk-free things and so on. I mean, you're basically paying $49.95 a month or up to $400 a month, and you're already in your very first month getting way more back immediately, right? So we know the true value is there. But what happens with this $900 limitation is something like this. Let's say you referred a person who made $4,500 in a month from the matrices. They are limited to 900 though, right? So what happens? Minus 900, you're left with $3,600. Now, typically, you have a company owner that says, thank you very much, and puts the $3,600 in their pocket, right? Because the customer has a cap. Doesn't happen over here. What happens here instead is this $3,600, first of all, gets broken out into the 5 affiliates who referred this user. So if I referred Roger and Roger referred Kevin and Kevin referred Jason, and then Jason had this particular thing happen to him where he made $4,500 from the matrix and he's a customer, what happens with $3,600 out of that is 30% rolls up to Kevin, who referred Jason directly, right? So he gets $1,200, which is a pretty neat thing, because here's what I just said. It's better for you to refer customers than it is for you to refer more affiliates. Okay, that's a very, very unique thing. No other company you will not find a company where they can say to you, if you refer more customers who never recruit anybody else, you're going to make more money than by referring more affiliates, okay? Because everything else is basically a recruitment change. That's the only way possible to make money. Not so over here. Secondly, also, Roger and I will get 5% each, okay, which is $180 because we are the, higher up in the parenthood of the people who referred them. But that still leaves, if you do the math, $1,800. What happens with this $1,800 is we go through the entire company and we look for who from matrix 1, 2, and 3 combined still has less than $10. Okay, we find those people and put the money in their accounts until they have minimum of $10. And that's why I said the minimum everybody in this company as a customer is going to make something. Okay, that might not be a whole lot of money, but for a lot of people, it's at least something. And it's like, oh, this company is actually, instead of keeping that money in their pocket, offsetting our costs. So whether or not you